Today, I am going to be taking a look at the best YouTuber brain rots, and I am going to be ranking them from best to worst. As you can see here, I have 7 custom YouTuber brain rots that we are going to be reacting to and ranking. So first off, let's get started right away with Fultonini Oralini. Okay, as you can see here, Fulton in this video is spawning the Fultini Oralini, which is a secret that costs $200 million, but it makes 1 quintillion per second, bro. How does that even make sense? 200 million for 1 quintillion a second? Is that even possible? Okay, let's take a look at this though. Obviously, the brain rot is pretty much just Fulton's skin. There's really nothing that's been changed about it, so it's not really a brain rot, but it does have aura, like obviously the particle effects and everything. But oh my gosh, the money alone is enough to carry this brain rot to like literally S tier. But like just because it is so cheap and makes so much money. But I will say I am ranking it on a couple different things, not just the money, it's also the design. But I will say the particle effects, the legs, the arms, that's actually really sick. So design is like not the most insane thing ever, but still pretty unique. Just for now, I think I am going to put Fultini Oralini in S tier just because of the money. Like, that is absolutely insane. No other brain rot is that good for that cheap. It's just not. Like, that return on investment is absolutely insane. Especially if you had a full base of these, you'd be the richest person in the entire game. Next up, we have Cashino YouTubino. As you can see here, Cash is buying his custom brain rot here, the Cashino YouTubino, which costs 20 billion and makes 10 billion a second. Now, obviously, that's pretty good because if you buy him, you make it back in 2 seconds. That's pretty insane, guys. I'm not gonna lie, but that is way more expensive than Fulton's custom brain rot. I will say, in terms of the design, though, like, come on, making it a car with a gold play button on the front, that is so genius. And then obviously it has his skin in here. Cashrino YouTubino is like actually really sick, I won't lie, but because of the money, I don't know if it could be possibly as good as the Fulton Oralini. I also do like that it's the skeleton body in here too. Like, there's a lot to love about this design. Like, even the wheel design is sick, and then the YouTube particle effects are so cool. I actually love this one. Even the animation, like he's literally driving a car. That's so sick. It looks so good in the base next to all these other guys too. Like, I don't know, where in the world am I gonna put this? I think just because of the design, I'm putting this at A tier. It's definitely less money than Fultini. Like, everything on this list is going to be less money, but the design is definitely better than the Fultonini Oralini. So we'll leave it there for now. We might move it around at the end, but next up, we're moving over to Doodle and Arky. We've got Arkitini Buratini. All right, so here we go. Arky is about to find his own brain rot. Both of them, obviously, you can see them reacting to how crazy this is. But the Arkitini Buratini, much like all of the other brain rots in here that are YouTubers, they are OGs. Now, I will say the pricing on this is a lot more reasonable, like towards the actual game. $400 billion to make 350 million a second. That actually seems more like the real game, but not so much like an OG. This one might be too expensive for me. I'm not gonna lie. This one might be like low D tier just because it's so expensive, but I can't help but love the burrito. Like, that is so perfect for Arky. It even has like a little burrito effect on it, and it's just so sick. Like, I mean, it's obviously pretty basic because it's just like the Arky Roblox skin, but I do love that he is walking around towards the burrito hanging on a fishing pole. I didn't even see that when I first saw this. That might make this a top A tier. I'm not gonna lie. That is actually so funny. That is definitely the funniest one so far. I love the image of just a bunch of Arkys chasing a burrito on a fishing pole that they'll never be able to catch. That is absolutely hilarious. As for where that's going to get ranked, like I said, I think I have to put that at A tier, but just because of the pricing, I think I have to put it below Casharino. Like, it is still such a funny brain rot, and honestly, it makes sense as an actual brain rot, but the money's just not good enough. So, it's going to be under Casharino for now. But next up at Doodle and Arky, we have the Doodleini or something like that. I don't know, we'll find out in 5 seconds. So if we go a little bit back in the video, you can see here, we get the Doodoo or the Dodo Doodleini. I think it's Dodo Doodleini, because if it was Doodoo Doodleini, obviously that would be like poo. Dodo Doodleini is actually really funny, and I love that it's La Grande Combinacion, but it has an Arky mom chain, it has like a doodle face, it's got tralalero tralalas, and even doodle on the side there. Oh yeah, it is literally doodle with another Arky mom chain on the side. Wait, I actually love this one. I'm not gonna lie, they did a great job with this because this actually looks like it would be a real brain rot in the game, just like a normal AI brain rot. But again, the issue I have with this is the pricing. $300 billion to make 300 million a second. I mean, I think the Arky one was 300 billion and you made 350 million. Or maybe it was 400 billion. I don't know, but I think that's like a little bit better. But I'm not gonna lie. Like, that is just way too much money for me to spend. But I will say that is definitely more accurate to the actual Steal A Brainrot. Some of these YouTuber brainrots are absolutely out of this world in terms of money. Like, it is not realistic at all. But I do love the Dodo Doodlini. Because this one's like an actual brainrot, but it's still not as good. But it still doesn't have the best money. I think I'm gonna put this one under the Arky. Guys, let me know in the comments if you guys think my rankings are good so far, especially Doodle and Arky. Let me know if you like Doodles better or you like Arky's better. But now we are going to move on to one of the first custom YouTuber brainrots. We have the Kaylasini Oralini. All right, so as you can see here, Kalis is crafting his own YouTuber brainrot right now. Honestly, just that alone, being able to craft your own brainrot makes this a very high level brainrot. Here it comes, the Kaylasini Oralini. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one's actually sick. Ginormous feet though, bro. What actually is that? But I love the Kalis chain and everything. Obviously, it's basically just his Roblox skin. And if you take a look at it here, it costs $1 billion, or I guess however much it costs to craft it. And then it makes 100 billion a second. So that is actually a lot better than most of the brainrots we've seen. That's 100x compared to how much it costs. Honestly, if I had to say, that's a pretty good percentage return on the money. I don't know what it all costs to craft it, but that's honestly pretty decent. I will say though, in terms of overall design, I do like the chain, and the feet are honestly pretty funny, but it is basically just his Roblox skin. So I'm gonna be honest here, guys. This might be pretty outrageous, and you guys might hate me in the comments for this, but I'm gonna put Kaylasini Oralini at C tier. I know the money is so good, but guys, the brainrot just isn't good enough to carry it to a higher tier. Now, like I said, at the end of this video, we might rearrange it, but I think it's gonna stay there for now. Now, this next one is an interesting one. This one is Ali A's custom brainrot. Now, as you can see here, he has the Ali Bloxino YouTubeino. It cost $500 billion and makes 20 billion a second. Now, I'm gonna say, guys, the money on this is definitely better than Doodle and Arky. And the fact that he's riding a dinosaur with a YouTube play button chain, I mean, guys, that one's hard to beat. Even the YouTube logo and the Robux, like, it's glowing. I'm gonna be honest, guys. In terms of overall design, how much money it makes, I think this one has to go somewhere that you guys are not gonna expect. I think I'm putting this right under Fulton. I know the money is not as good as the Casherito YouTubeito. It's definitely not as good as the Fultini, which is going to beat out every single other brainrot on this list. But the design is just too good. It is too good to pass up on S tier. It's so fire. And last but not least, we have Dasho YouTubo. All right, as you can see, this one is on the conveyor belt right now. The Dasho YouTubo is basically just his Roblox skin, but it costs $500 billion and makes 250 million a second. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I think you know exactly where this is going. Now, this is strictly based off of Dash's custom brainrot, not his YouTube or anything else, but I think this is definitely going D tier. I mean, that's like, I couldn't imagine it going anywhere else. I think it definitely belongs at D tier. It does not make as much money as Kaylasini, but it's basically the same amount of effort. Like, it is literally just his Roblox skin. And looking at this list, I don't know. I might have to make a switch here. I think I'm gonna put Doodlini over Arkytini Buratini just because it is La Grande Combinacion, but Doodle version. Let me know what you guys think of this list in the comments below. And if there are other YouTuber brainrots you want me to rank, please let me know in the comments below. But thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.